As a business owner, automating tasks should be your priority. It saves you time and help you focus on growing your business. But many people don't know where to start exactly. In this video, I'll show you how to automate one of the most important tasks, which is sending automatic emails whenever someone signs up, register, or make a purchase. And we are going to do it for free using Google Forms, Google Sheets, and Zapier. By the end of this video, you have a fully automated system that instantly sends a thank you or confirmation email to every new customer without you lifting a finger. Let's get straight into the tutorial. First, let's see how we can connect Google Forms to our spreadsheet, which is Google Sheet. So I'm right in my Chrome browser right now, and I'll click on this box right here. So in this box, when you scroll down, you're going to see Sheets, you're going to see Forms. Remember, we are trying to connect the forms to the sheet. Let me just click on it first. If you can't find the Google Forms, you can just search Google Forms on your normal browser, right? So when you type that on your normal browser and you click on this first one, you can see it brought us to the same page, right? So now we want to create a blank form. We are going to ask for whatever we need from our user in this form. So we can give a form title, training. And then if you decide to tell us about what the training is about, then you can write it in this description. So now let's just say we want to ask the user for their name for the purpose of this example. So it's going to be a short answer. Then I'm going to click on this plus sign to add another question. Let's say I want to get their email as well, because the email is what we'll be automating and sending to basically. So for their email, they're also going to type it in. If we need their gender or whatever else you need, you can just keep clicking on the plus sign to add it to it. So now if I click on these responses here, you can see that we don't have any response yet, because obviously I just created it and I've not done anything with it. And under this responses section, you can see that we have link to sheet. That's where we can link it to a spreadsheet. So let's click on link to sheet. Now it's asking me if I want to use an existing spreadsheet that I have or a new one. So I'm just going to use a new one, and then I'll create the spreadsheet. So now every response that the user inputs into that form, it is going to come into this spreadsheet. So this spreadsheet now is what I'm going to connect to Zapier. But first, let's see if this works, right? Let's try to drop a response in this form and see if it automatically reflects in our spreadsheet. So we'll publish the Google form, all right? So that anyone with the link can answer it basically. So I'll publish it, so I'll be able to copy the link now. So if you want to copy the link, you can see copy responder link. I can shorten this link because it's like too long. If you click on shorten URL, then you can just copy this. Okay, so after copying this, let me try to open another browser and paste the link so I can give my input to at gmail.com. So then I can submit this form right here. So you see my response is recorded. If I come back to this now and I come back to the spreadsheet, can you see I did not even refresh, and it automatically refreshed and showed us that we have a response. So now that we have this data set, what we are going to do next is now to connect in Zapier this Google Sheet to our Gmail that would automatically send the response. Okay, so now let's open Zapier. Just go to zapier.com. You can sign up if you don't already have an account. So this is the automation I did yesterday for my Excel masterclass. So let's come to the Home tab. In the Home tab now, we want to create a new Zap. Okay, so here you can see start from scratch. If you want to start from scratch here, you also have templates, like popular templates that people use, right? So this is it here. All right, so let's start our Zap from scratch. So now it's going to bring us to this tab where it's asking us for trigger and action. So when using Zapier, you have to know that once you have more than 2 steps, then you have to pay for the pro subscription. So I'm just going to do 2 steps now for the purpose of this example because I don't have a pro version. So this trigger now is the Google Sheets where we are going to get data from to send the automatic mail. So our trigger is Google Sheets. This is Google Sheet right here. I'm going to click on it. So once I click on it, it's going to ask me few things. All right, so trigger an event. Do I want to trigger it or new or updated spreadsheet rules? That's exactly what we want to do, so that when there's a new update, when somebody signs up, then it automatically creates a new rules and put it there. So we want to work on it on new or updated spreadsheet rules. So I'm just going to click on that. Okay, so now I've already connected my account. This is my account. I've already used Zapier so many times. So if you've not connected your account, on this section is going to ask you to connect the account. So basically, you're just going to put in your mail and the password to your mail, and then just allow it, give it access to access the Google Sheets. All right, so now let me just continue. Now is asking for the spreadsheet value. Okay, so for this spreadsheet values that is requesting from us, it's just going to list out all these different worksheets, or like workbook I have. So but because I didn't name the last one, so let's go back to rename it. So I'll just double click here and rename it to training responses, something like that. So I'll be able to trace it back there. So now that I've renamed it, I'll come back to Zapier. Okay, so now let's continue. Let's go back to so now we have spreadsheets. If I click on the drop down, can you see now that I can now identify the spreadsheet I want to connect? So this is the spreadsheet I want to connect, training responses, and then it's asking me for the worksheet. So obviously there's just one worksheet there. I don't have multiple worksheets, so I'll just select the one worksheet we have. So for the trigger column, I'm just going to leave it empty and then press continue. Okay, so now it's going to ask us to test our trigger basically. So let's test the trigger now. Okay, so it's asking us to find a record, okay, from this. So let me just find Tosin. You see, when I type in Tosin, it will give me the one I imputed. Remember the format field? Continue with selected records. Okay, so now it's going to take us to the next one, which is where we want to apply the trigger to. So now we are applying the trigger. I'm using Gmail, all right? But if you use Outlook or any other mail, you can look for it. So I want to connect it to Gmail. So when somebody signs up, it automatically sends them a message. So let me click on Gmail now for the events, okay? So now for the Gmail, is going to ask me for me to choose an action. So this time around, I want to send an email. That's what we want to do. So when they sign up, want to send an email. So I'll click on send email. And then you see my account is already connected. So once you connect your account, you can use it like multiple times. So I'm just going to continue. Okay, so now so I'll leave this at first. So to who are we sending the mail to? So I'm going to click on this plus sign and click on the email. We are sending to whatever email the person imputed in our Google form. So CC, if you want to add CC, BCC, so from who, so you can include from who you want it to be, like the mail that it will be showing them that the mail is from. So for me, I'm just going to add my mail. What name do you want them to get it from? I could just say from Oluwatosin, but if you are a brand, you can impute your brand name basically. And this from name is very optional. If you don't want to include it, you can just leave it empty basically. So reply to, I'm just going to leave that blank. So the subject of our mail. So let's just put thank you as the subject for the mail. So it's going to be a plain body text. And now let me just say thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, because I believe we all subscribe to my YouTube channel. So for the body, I want to say, let me include hello, their name, so they know that this mail is personalized. So if I want to add the mail of the person, then I'm going to click on the plus sign and pick the name. So whatever name the person inputs is what is going to put here. So it will be hello, whatever the person's name is, then thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, full stop. Okay, let's just do that as sample. So if you want to add signature, if you have an attachment you want to add, you can do all of that. Okay, so now we are done, so let's just continue. Okay, so now we want to test our step, right? So we can just click on this test step to test the step. So this is the mail I got immediately after signing up. So let's test run. Let's try to add a new mail to the Google form and see if it will automatically send the mail. So let's publish this, our old Zapier, to go live. So now you see your Zap is on. So now let me just paste the Google form here and use one of my other mails that I have. So now let's submit the response. So once I submit, let's see if we're going to get the mail. And now I just got the mail. Now, every time someone signs up, they will instantly receive an email without you lifting a finger. This is perfect for business owners, course creators, or anyone collecting leads online. It's free, fast, and works like magic. Comment below if you found this helpful, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more automation tricks. Bye.